Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having a great day. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform for others that are going to be asking. And today's question of the day is natural gas a buy or a sell? So natural gas had a huge push up, which means that, so first of all, for those that are not familiar with why is natural gas even of importance to me, feel free to check out my past videos the past 4 weeks. That's all I've been trading, natural gas ETFs. UGAS and DGAS. It's my preference. It's not something that you guys have to trade to make money. I've just been getting this question a lot right now. And what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to present some of the technicals when it comes down to natural gas, where it's at, and for you to answer your own question. I'm not gonna, we never tell people where to buy, where to sell, but I want you to do your own technical analysis, perform that yourself, and to be able to develop your own opinion on what you think you would feel comfortable doing next. So my TOS is frozen, perfect. Just give it a little bit time to load. There we go. So there's 3 things that I wanted to point out. And yes, this is live. I need to pop this up, but I just don't want to spend too much time doing that as of right now. So I'm just gonna do this. Here we go. All right. So what I wanted to talk about is to take a step back, go on the 180-day 4-hour analysis. And you guys might be asking, Ricky, why is that of importance to us? It's natural gas season. We've talked about it multiple times before. Natural gas prices tend to go up during the winter months. Obvious, right? You can look at the 3-year chart, the 5-year chart for natural gas, and you can see those patterns that it tends to peak out around December to January and then begins to descend from there. What I wanted to show you is that this is pretty much, well, what kind of pattern does this look like? Kind of like this bull flag pattern, right? Where it has this resistance right around 460, in reality 460 to 480, a really strong resistance. And then it has an ascending uptrend support right around this general area. I wanted to ask you, based off previous patterns, what do you see here? Where does it normally get rejected around, right? Again, very simple technical analysis. I like to focus on 3 things. I like to make sure that I understand the direction of whatever it is that I'm investing in and making sure that it's showing signs of an uptrend. The second thing is I like to make sure that I understand the pattern. The pattern that I see here, again, and you might have your own opinion, but the pattern that I see here is the overall resistance right around 460. And again, I like to be pretty conservative. I would say around 460, around this general area. So 4.16 is where we tend to see a resistance, right? And then overall ascending support. Look where it's at right now. The reason that I'm talking about that is we just had a nice little push up to 460. That's simple. And it peaked out at around 460 on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, or during extended hours like last night. And then it sold off, bounced, and pushed up. The volatility is actually absolutely crazy, right? Let's look at it a little bit closer. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out is that, it was showing signs of a downtrend pattern after it got rejected at 4.66. So now the question stands. Again, do you understand the pattern? Do you understand the direction? And is this an investment worth taking? I would say, and this is something that you guys are entitled to your own opinion and make sure that you develop your own. But as we look, even in the past 20 days, look where it gets rejected, right? Asking yourself, is this the best deal that I can take advantage of? If you see opportunity that natural gas or UGAS that correlates on over to that, it's just aggressively pushing up, and you see intraday opportunity where you can buy and sell and the margin of profit is worth it for you, all power to you, right? But there's so many people that are going to be saying, hey, I'm going to swing trade, which means I'm going to hold ticker symbol UGAS. Ask yourself, perform your technical analysis and ask yourself, if you feel is this an investment worth taking? Is this something that I should hold? And if you come up with a reason, that's all I want. If you come up with a reason that you think that it's a good investment, that it's a good hold, all power to you. If you could come up with reasons on maybe why it's not the best hold, and maybe why it's a little bit more on the overbought side and not so much of a good deal, then again, you're presenting, at least you're dedicating time to learn more about the investment that you're about to take. That's all that matters. I think all of you guys can answer your own question. In my honest opinion, I think natural gas, which means that UGAS, is super overbought. I want to congratulate everyone that was able to absolutely kill it with this 8% push. Absolutely amazing. I've seen that today people had one of their biggest days ever. UGAS also has been extremely bullish, something that's in its favor. And if something is showing signs of an uptrend, I don't like to trade against it. But then it's asking the idea of okay, the inverse ETF, which is DGAS, offers now a dip buy opportunity. But do you want to trade against the pattern of, you guys, when there's no confirmation of this thing uptrending? This thing might try to recover today, and it offers a pretty decent margin of recovery. That's great, but that's still a day trade, not a swing trade. Same thing when it comes down to you guys. A lot of you see opportunity in it because it still continues to uptrend 100%, but it's so overbought that it makes sense on why it would be a day trade and not a swing trade, because it's bound to pull back. And that's all I wanted to present, both sides. I want to give you I'm playing like devil's advocate, right? Where I talk about the things that I like about both parties, but I also talk about what I don't like about both parties. And I think that's just having an open mind. It doesn't matter what side of you guys or D guys that you are on, but just making sure that you dedicated time to be aware of what's working in your favor and what's not working, so what's working against you. So you're at least aware of the risk involved. That's all that matters. I want you guys, if that's okay for me to ask, to comment down below. Comment once this video posts. I want you guys to honestly comment. Like, what do you think? First of all, were you able to make a profit today on you guys or D gas? If so, great. Feel free to share, what led to your success so other people can learn from that. And on top of that, what you plan on doing. There's huge margins. Like, how many of you guys have a goal of 3 to 5% margin a week? The margins are there, but it's not just being so focused on like how much money you can make, but asking yourself, does it make sense? That's simple, right? Because just as much money that you can make, you can lose that much, if not more, right? So let's not just focus on the positives. Let's be open-minded and be aware of what can happen and what the patterns are actually telling us and what makes the most sense to you. If you have a plan, you formulate a plan that manages your risk, the opportunity cost outweighs the risk, then great. You're doing something to at least work towards a profitable future, right? Just make sure, again, if you're someone that's new and the volatility is too crazy, make sure that you paper trade just to practice first before you start investing real money. But yeah, I wish you guys the best. I think that this is a great start to kind of kick off the week. I was not able to capitalize on this 8% push. I'm getting ready for a meeting that we have in about 3 minutes. So I just wanted to thank you guys again for your time, for staying connected. We had an amazing live stream today within the Learn Plan Profit group. And again, if you want to watch me trade live every single morning and just work with me on a closer basis, that's going to be that first link in the description. I'm really looking forward to this being a very green week, but because of the volatility and if we're not patient nor disciplined, not only can we end up having a red week altogether, but a very, very red week with this volatility. So again, just as great as this opportunity can be, it could be that devastating as well if you don't plan it ahead of time. So that's all this video is. I hope that you guys can share your opinion down in the description, what you guys are going to do and put into effect this week to end the week on a green note. Thank you guys again. Like always, continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives your success. What's going on, Joshua? What's going on, Dennis? But yeah, hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Hope I earned your thumbs up in this video, and let's make some money. Take it easy, team.